Alrighty, it is now January 28th of 2020, and ever since the release of Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker, a lot of fans around the world have been very intrigued about the future of the Star Wars franchise and exactly where things are going by Disney and Lucasfilm. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, one thing about Episode 9 is that we do know that this was the very beginning of the new Star Wars universe that both Disney and Lucasfilm are currently developing as we speak, that's really going to expand the franchise into something new and different for the fans. And that's one thing to really look forward to, is because, well, this new Star Wars universe is actually said to be modeled after the old expanded universe, while also creating new elements of that for the Star Wars franchise and beyond. Now, when we look at everything related to what they are currently planning, in case you guys did not know, Disney and Lucasfilm are trying to develop a roadmap, and that this roadmap will be officially announced in August of this year over at Star Wars Celebration in Anaheim. I don't know if you guys knew this, but there is, yes, going to be another Star Wars Celebration this year over in California that's really going to allow the fans to understand exactly what's to come and exactly when things will be arriving for the Star Wars universe on Disney Plus, and of course for theatrical releases. Now, beyond everything here, we do know that Bob Iger is, of course, going to be changing aspects of the Star Wars franchise, and that Kathleen Kennedy will no longer have creative control over Star Wars after 2021. But what's very exciting all has to do with actor Hayden Christensen. Now that The Rise of Skywalker is out in theaters and recently crossed $1 billion at the box office, many fans have been looking forward to the future of Star Wars by Disney and Lucasfilm to see what they have to offer for the new Star Wars universe that they are currently developing right now as we speak. It's noted that Disney has over 10 years worth of both live-action and animated projects in the early works, both for Disney Plus and for theatrical releases. One of the big plans that both Disney and Lucasfilm has is a brand new series that will feature Hayden Christensen in some way, shape, or form to continue the story of Anakin Skywalker in the Star Wars galaxy. Now, this new project is said to be in early development, and at this time, it's unclear if the new series will be in live-action or animated form. However, it's said to release sometime near the new trilogy is set to hit theaters in the near future for the new Star Wars community. Not just that, but Hayden is also said to return in the Kenobi TV series, and that with this new project in the works, that will actually tell new tales of Anakin Skywalker in a never-explored timeline of Star Wars. Fans are very curious as to what Disney and Lucasfilm have in store for the franchise on Disney Plus. This is going to be a very complex project to develop, and that the new series is actually said to be revolutionary for the Star Wars franchise that will expand the lore and even borrow elements from Star Wars Legends as well, and that Kathleen Kennedy will no longer have creative control over the project, as it will have a release sometime after 2021, and that Kathy Kennedy will no longer have creative control over any projects after 2021. Now, it's noted that Disney wants to satisfy fans who have had issues with the sequels and are looking to make it up to the fans by going above and beyond with their efforts in developing this new Star Wars universe. So, what do I make about all of this? Obviously, that when we look at Star Wars in general, this really is an amazing way to make it up to the fans. Obviously, a lot of fans out there love Hayden Christensen. They just wanted to see more of him in the sequel trilogy, such as The Rise of Skywalker, that we did not get to see him physically as a Force Ghost. We only got him as a disembodied Force Ghost voice, which honestly, yes, it was nice to actually hear him again, but it was a big letdown to actually not see him. And quite honestly, a lot of fans had issues making out exactly who was who in the Force Ghost voice sequence in Palpatine's throne room. So, everything related to Disney Plus, obviously this is going to be the future of Star Wars. It's not going to be their main focus per se, but this is going to be their way of pretty much, I guess you could call a supplement of Star Wars, where for now it's going to be the focus until the new Star Wars trilogy kickstarts in the near future. And leading up to all of that, they actually do plan to have 2 Star Wars shows release a year within a 12-month period, a year, that's going to really give fans different eras of the Star Wars universe, different stories of some of the fan favorite characters, and more. I'm sure that you guys have actually heard that they are planning to release a Star Wars Rebels sequel series winter of 2020. So that's another thing to look forward to. We got The Mandalorian Season 2 coming out later this year. We got the Clone Wars Season 7 this February, which is just around the corner. I believe it releases on the 21st of next month. So that's another thing to look forward to. This new series, though, featuring Hayden Christensen and how it's going to tell new tales of Anakin Skywalker in a different era, a different timeline, if you will. It could very well have something to do with his Force Ghost, for all we know. It could have something to do with perhaps, a different timeline that we have never seen before. Like I say, that's going to really expand the franchise into something new. I think that what they're trying to do, obviously, is that they're trying to create new timelines, new eras, if you will, or new, things to fill in between the movies, to tell new tales and to actually introduce new characters and stuff around those lines. So anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
Thank you.